All right, good morning, everybody. So we are very excited today because we are joined by Setting the Stage New Jersey. We're going to be talking a little bit about aging in place, smart technology, and how to modify your home, which they do all of the above. So we are very, very excited. Linda is great, and we can't wait to hear from her. So Linda, if you want to get started.
Sure. Whoops, I went back. So, hi everybody. Linda Pollock from Setting the Stage. I want to talk. I have to get rid of this little screen of everybody on it. I want to talk a little bit about what is a properly prepared home for aging in place, and what is not. So, I have some visuals for you to understand, to see, so I can give a better explanation. So, when I do an assessment of a house, I do it from the outside. I start there and then I work my way into the house. So the first thing I look for when I'm coming to someone's house is to see how accessible it is for people to get in and out. These two pictures right here basically show you that is not very accessible, especially for anybody with a disability, because there are no handrails. Okay, and that makes it very difficult for anybody to get up and down the stairs, especially with packages. One of the things I do like about the picture on the left, it does have lights going up the stairs, so you can actually at night see where the steps are. So that's something I always look at as well. And as you can see in these pictures, there are handrails, which makes it a lot more accessible. It's very important to have handrails on both sides, and but especially at least on one side. I just added some handrails on a house in Clifton for a family. Both the husband and wife are both disabled. They had no handrails outside their house, and we just put some in on both sets of stairs going out to their curb. So it makes a big difference for them. One of the most important rooms in the house is a bathroom. And I'm going to explain to you why the bathroom on the left is not handicapped accessible and is very dangerous. If you look at the bathtub, there is no place for somebody to safely hold onto, okay, to be able to get into that very deep tub. Same thing when they're trying to get out of the tub. There's nothing for them to hold on to. And it can be very dangerous for someone. They don't lift their leg high enough, they can fall and do some serious injury. On the left, the shower is beautiful and it's large, but there's absolutely no place for them to hold on to get in over that step. And that is not what we call a handicapped accessible shower, because it does have a step. Where the picture on the right, and excuse me, I have to move all this thing out of the way. The shower, the bathroom on the right is a proper ADA bathroom. You can see that the shower has no transition, so you can walk right in. I'm a big believer in putting a flip up seat in, which is what they have there. I put them in all of my showers, and I even put them sometimes in, where there are bathtubs for people who just have a hard time getting in out of a bathtub, and they're not able to replace the bathtub with a walk-in shower. They just don't have the space. So we'll put a fold down or fold up seat in there with a handheld shower so they can be sitting safely and bathing themselves. One of the other things I love is next to the toilet, you can see there's a grab bar. That's also a tilt up grab bar. Typically, I like to put them on both sides of the toilet. I have actually installed a lot of these for my clients. The one that's there actually has a little toilet paper holder, which is nice because there really is no other place in that bathroom near the toilet for a toilet paper holder that is accessible. And in this bathroom, there's also a wheelchair accessible sink, which is very nice. There are other ones that I use that don't have that big base at the bottom, so it gives a lot more leg room, but it makes a nice thing, to have, so that if somebody is disabled and is in a wheelchair, they can have accessibility. I recently did a bathroom for somebody with ALS, and she was not able to get into the master bathroom anymore because the way it was designed. So we took the powder room and a portion of their garage, which was adjoining to it, and made it a fully accessible bathroom with, and she's in a wheelchair, so it has a roll-in shower, and it has a comfort height toilet, which is a little higher than an old standard toilet. and then a sink that she can access as well. So there are so many things that we can do. Here's an example of another bathroom, which is great for aging in place. It has the seat with the bench and the handheld shower. You can see it has the towel bars in the shower. When I do this, I use a specific towel bar that is also a grab bar. And it is installed with special anchors so that when somebody, if they should fall, they grab it, it won't pull out of the wall. And those are very important features to have. So what is aging in place? It's the ability to live in one's own home and community safely, independently, and comfortably, regardless of age, income, or ability level. Your home is filled with your memories, your things. You want to remain in it, but your life circumstances have changed, and moving freely and safely in your home has become more of a challenge. With the proper modifications to your home, you can stay there. And working with the CAPS, which is what I am, Certified Aging in Place Specialist, and a Certified Living in Place Professional is the way to start the process. I have both credentials and I love what I do, and it's very important for me to be able to come in and do the proper assessment. So I'm just going to move this again. So who falls? Over 1 in 4 seniors fall every year, but only half report the fall. Falling once doubles the chances of falling again. 72.8% of falls occur at home. 30% of those are hospitalized. Every 13 seconds, an older adult goes to an emergency room as a result of a fall. Fall death rates increased 30% from 2007 to 2016. And by 2030, every hour, 7 people die as a result of a fall. And this is reported by the Center of Disease Control and Prevention. My client, who I was just telling you about in Clifton, she actually fell down the stairs last year and broke her neck. And why? Because they did not have proper handrails for her to hold on to. So now they have handrails and she's much safer. So other factors that can cause falls. This is an assessment I did for somebody in an apartment building, and she had things all over the place that were causing falls. And I just thought it'd be important to show you some of these things. She had a table that was extending into her hallway, great tripping hazard. She also had a side table next to a chair. You can't see it, but there's a couch nearby. And when she get up with her problems with her vision, she could not see the side table. So it was very dangerous. And it wasn't just about her. It was about she had friends in the building that would come up, and she was in her 80s. So this is just very dangerous for her. She has a beautiful balcony with a view of Manhattan, but her getting in onto the balcony was very unsafe for her. She had nothing to hold on to. There's a little step over the door frame, and she was actually, before, she was afraid to actually go out into the balcony. Now she can go out freely, and she's much more confident about being able to use it and see her view. The other thing that's very important to watch out for are area rugs, especially ones with fringes. Area rugs we tape down if we cannot get the resident to allow us to take them out. Typically, they will let us take them out because it's a lot safer. But area rugs are a huge tripping hazard for many. When do modifications need to be done? Your wellness and ability to take care of yourself and move around independently are major factors to consider. If you're having problems with personal hygiene, continence management, dressing, feeding, or ambulatory issues, this is when you should have an assessment done and work with a aging in place or living in place specialist so they can help you make the modifications that need to be done. Accessories that every home should have. These are accessories I have added into clients' homes. This particular bathroom was a client that she was having a knee replacement and a hip replacement, and she could not get access into her master bathroom. Her husband, Lily, would have to walk her into the shower, and we added a corner shower grab bar so she could hold on to it while he was bathing her. As I told you before, the towel bars are one of the biggest risks in a bathroom. And this is the towel bar I was telling you about. It's a towel bar with a grab bar built in, and it makes it much safer. So she was able to use that bathroom with her husband's help until we renovated her other bathroom. In the other bathroom, we widened the doorway, and we took out the tub and put in a roll-in shower. So now she's able to bathe herself in that other bathroom. Accessories, every other accessories that I use. This is a toilet paper holder with a grab bar built into it. A lot of people need a little help to get off the toilet. So it's nice to have this accessory right next to the toilet so they can hold on to it and push themselves up. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to pull out to the wall because it has the special anchors, and it is specifically meant to be used as a grab bar as well. In that same home, we added a handrail. You can't see it, but there's a little step, and there was nothing for her or her husband to hold on to get down that step. And they had other steps in the house that we also added different accessories for. Stair treads. Stair treads are very dangerous. People don't realize it, but big slipping hazard. So we will, on regular stairs that don't have carpet, we will add these tape, and I apologize for the dog barking. We will add these specific tape to the stair treads, and they come in clear, as you see there. We can also put them in a color so that they're more visible. For clients that have dementia, we will actually use a different color so it's much more obvious for them. But in most homes, the clear tape is great, and it allows them to not have any type of slipping hazard. Having dogs, I have actually had 2 accidents on my stairs already. So stairs I know can be very dangerous. So this is just something that I like to let people know exists. I actually have these for my cars because when I take my mother to the doctor, this is a car assist handle. It installs very quickly on the door frame of your car, and it becomes like a grab bar. People don't realize this, but they use the door handle to help them get in and out of the car. The doors move. So holding onto the door frame, the door handle, is not safe, okay, for anybody with any type of disability. This is great. It's not only just a grab bar to help you assist you to get in and out, but in case of an accident, it also can help you break the glass. And it also has a seatbelt device in there, so you can cut the seatbelt in case you get stuck in there. A lot of times you have an accident and the seatbelt jams. This way you can cut the seatbelt in order to be able to get out of the car. This is a great device, and it has made a huge difference for my own mother, who has a lot of trouble getting out of the car. So let's talk about some smart technology as well, things that I find to be very important. Smart door locks. They're installed and controlled from outside of the home. And if someone needs to get in for an emergency, a family member can remotely unlock the door from anywhere. I have these in my own house. They are wonderful, to have, easy to install. They're not expensive. They work off of Wi-Fi, so if you have internet access, they're very easy to connect. I have installed them in a client's house where they have their 95-year-old mother with Alzheimer's living with them. And this way, people that for emergencies can get in if they need to. Occupancy sensors allows individuals' family to be notified when movement is detected in certain areas. They also have the ability to send a notification if movement has not been detected for a certain amount of time. When I deal with a lot of clients with dementia and their family members do not live close by, this is a great product because it allows the family member to know if their loved one is entering the kitchen. You don't know if they're going in to get food. So this is very important, so they know that they're eating and they are, taking care of themselves. It's also good for the bathroom because if somebody should have a fall, it will sense that they haven't left the bathroom again. I'm a big believer in these, and they can be put all over the house, which I really love. Lighting systems. So lighting systems are great. And they allow individuals to set schedules for lighting in their home. They can be installed with motion sensors, so there's no need to turn lights on and off in certain areas. And they also allow for small tabletop remotes to control lighting in each room, removing the need to get up to turn off the lights. This is a wonderful thing because if you're sitting there watching TV, and then all of a sudden you're realizing it got dark, and the next room you're going into is dark, you can actually turn the lights on from the tabletop, which is very nice. So you're not walking in the dark. Smart light bulbs. I have this in my foyer. This is wonderful. It works also off of smart, Wi-Fi. It allows you to turn the lights on and off from outside the home. So if you left during the day and you're coming home in the evening, you can actually turn the light in your foyer on. You can put them outside your house if you'd like to, wherever you'd like. And this allows you to control it from anywhere. This is a little different. This one turns colors. You don't necessarily need that. I don't have one that changes colors. I don't need my foyer to become a party, but it's really nice to have. They're very inexpensive. Wise was the first company that made it. There are many companies now that make these smart light bulbs. You can get them at any of the big stores, Home Depot, Lowe's. You can order them online, and they're terrific, to have. So smart outlets. I don't know if in the old days, you had a little timer. So when you're going away, you could set your timer. So your lights turned on, at a certain time and shut off at a certain time. This is a lovely device for that. But you can also, it works off of your phone. So if you realize that all of a sudden you want to turn lights on, you can do that from wherever you are. And this little outlet is very inexpensive, and it works with Alexa and a lot of other smart hubs. So it's easy to do, and you don't have to pay any subscription fee to use it. Just a nice device to have. HVAC controls. So everybody's probably heard of Nest. That was the first company that created the smart HVAC thermometer. There are a lot of companies now that have them. And what this allows you to do is change the temperature from anywhere. I used to have a place in Florida, and I was able to lower the air conditioning a few hours before I was going to arrive, so that the place would be nice and cool when I got there. And family members who are not living nearby love to have these because they want to see what temperature their loved ones have it set at. If it's 85 degrees outside, they're able to go on and see that they don't have the air conditioning on, or it's set at 78, which is very hot, and you have to worry about dehydration, which is a big factor. Smart devices. Okay, this is a GPS device, and there are many out there now. This was one of the first ones that I used to show because of all the different abilities that it has. So this one is very light and small, and it's a GPS tracker for kids, teens, adults, seniors with special needs, autism, and dementia. It has a safeguard with a GPS. So if you have somebody who you need to track, you can actually see where they are at all times. It's one of the things that says it below. It has this thing called the geofencing. So if you have a child with special needs and you want to know that they're staying within a certain area, you can set the amount of space that they're allowed to travel within. And if they should pass that line, it will send an alert to the caregiver, the parents, the nanny, whoever it is that's taking care of the person. And it also lets you track where they are so that you can go find them. One of the things that it does also is it has a fall detection sensor. It was in beta, now it's actually working, and there are quite a few now that actually have it. This is just one that I show. So it has safe ride monitoring, intelligence, eye alerts. It has a speakerphone, so if they need help, they can push the button and call for help. So there are many that are out there now. This is just one. I like this one the most because it has a watch. Sometimes it's very hard to get a loved one to wear the pendant around their neck. I know from my own mother, we have given her many, and as soon as the aide used to leave, she used to take it off and leave it. So this is a great one to know about. Medication dispensing. This is a really great product. There are a few companies out there now making them. This particular Hero pill dispenser, holds a month's worth of medication. And what it does is it alerts you when it's time to take your medication, so that you just put the cup under it. It dispenses the correct medication for each time of the day. So if you're taking medication different times and they're different medicines, it'll dispense the proper medication for each time. It also doesn't allow somebody to over medicate themselves. Okay, it doesn't allow them to take too many. They forget to take their medicines, they go back and they take it again. This one actually manages the amount of medication and when they take it. And it actually speaks to you and says, it's 10 a.m., time to take your medication. And that's a great thing because a lot of people forget. Agenda and video chat. I happen to really like this because it allows families to be able to connect from different places. It also, and it has, it's 24/7 voice activated emergency response. So if you're in a different room and you say, I need help, it will activate and call the emergency services for you. It has custom reminders to take your medication, to bathe, to call a doctor. It has hands-free voice activated phone and video calling. It has an in-home intercom system. It has a calendar to remind you of doctor's appointments, birthdays, outings, and you can actually speak to it, make an ongoing shopping list. And if you just want somebody to talk to and tell you a good joke, it can do that as well. What you're not seeing is that it doesn't just come with this one screen. You have different discs that come with it that you can place in different rooms. So you can put one by your bed, and so you can talk to that, or you can put one in the bathroom. So if you need help in the bathroom, you can activate that as well. It's just it's a great product. And this is one of the ones that I love to work with. So let's talk about some other safety issues. Induction stoves and cooktops maintain a cool cooking surface. And since only the pan area gets hot, a hot element will never be exposed, preventing fires, hazards, and risks of burns. Induction stoves offer a safer way to cook than electric or gas. It doesn't emit gas into the air, and it won't catch items on fire, like dishcloths and your shirt. You go to reach for something over the stove and your shirt can catch on fire. Induction stoves are being installed more and more now. They've gotten a lot less expensive than they were a few years ago. And I'm a big fan of them, so that literally only the place the pan is on, it gets hot. You should put your hand down by accident on a different part of the stove. Nothing will happen. It's all cool. So it's a great product, very safe, especially if somebody is living alone and has some, disabilities or dementia. This is just a cool, sorry, my watch. This is just a cool floor lamp because again, it's also hooked up to Alexa. And every time I say her name, my watch is going to talk to me. Because you can be lying in bed and just say you want to turn the lights on because you need to go to the restroom, or you're getting in bed and you want them off. You just command her to turn the lights on, turn the lights off. And you can preset the color to whatever color you like. And I just thought it was a very nice little thing to be able to show that's out there and available. There are many other ones like it, but this is just the example I'm using for today. So let's talk about more safety issues. Electric auto shutoffs for your stove. So this is just a little product that gets plugged into the outlet, and then your stove gets plugged into this. Okay, I'm trying to get rid of all the pictures so I can see everything. So this is very important for individuals with dementia who might forget to turn the stove off. Okay, this is forgetting to turn the stove off is a major cause of fires. This electric device only needs to be plugged into an outlet. It works off the sound of a smoke detector, creates a loud beeping noise to notify that the stove was left on, and can be connected to a smart device, including a smartphone for notification. So what happens is when you forget to turn your stove off and something starts burning, your smoke detectors will go off, and this will now create the notification for anybody that needs to know that you have left your stove on. Very, very important to have. And this is a different one for gas stoves. So it's not just electric stoves that can be safe, but also gas stoves also have a shut off so that there won't be a fire. And if there's no activity near the stove after 15 minutes, it directly shuts off the stove to avoid unattended fires. So very important. It's a little more difficult to connect, but definitely worth it because you just don't want to have a fire, especially with somebody who's dealing with dementia and they don't want to have a fire in the house. This is also something new I just found. This is a burner alert. So it attaches to your gas or electric stove knobs to remind you to turn that your burner is on. So it emits audio and visual alerts anytime the stove knob has been turned on and left at a pre-programmed interval. So you get to set for your family member if you want it to be alerted if the stove has been on for more than 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And Alexa will monitor this and send a text to whoever is on the notification so that they know that there's an issue and they can alert the person to remind them to turn the stove off, or if a neighbor needs to come and check on them to make sure they're okay. So, how technology helps individuals aging in place. The use of smart technology allows family members to have peace of mind that their loved ones are safer, even if they are far away. As a certified aging in place specialist and a certified living in place professional, I'm on a mission to modify homes to individuals with compromised abilities, either from aging issues or because of a disability, can age in place and live in place, staying comfortably in the home they love. This presentation has allowed us to dive into some of the technologies available. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. I give a free 30-minute telephone consultation. And to schedule your appointment, please go to our website, www.settingthestagenj.com, complete the contact form. And while you're there, subscribe to our mailing list so you can receive newsletters and blogs that I write. Not often enough, but I do write them. They're on our website as well. And this is my information. So in case you need to contact me, here it all is again. And if you would like to open it up for questions, I'm happy to answer any of them. Hello?
Linda, thank you so much.
No, you're very
Great.
welcome.
This is all wonderful information. And I mean, hey, I even knew what you did and I still feel like I learned a lot.
I'm glad. No, it's very important information for people to realize that everybody thinks their homes are safe, but there are a lot of things that can be done and to make it safer. So this is what I do, and this is what my passion is to make sure everybody can stay in their home safely. So
Wonderful. And we will be sure to resend out the link to everyone so everyone can have access to the recording. And also everybody that signed up for this session does also get the link as well. So
terrific.
wonderful.
And if anybody has any questions, just give me a shout or email me, or take advantage of the 30-minute, free telephone call, because we can get a lot of information during that call to figure out where to go next.
All righty. Well, thank you, everyone.